Hey everyone, welcome back to Simplified Reads, the place where we keep books simple, deep, and full of feeling. Whether you're new here or you've been watching us for a while, thank you for stopping by. If you love books that move you, stories that stay with you, and honest conversations about what we read, you're in the right place. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel and tap the like button if you enjoy content like this. It really helps more readers find us. And if there's a topic, a book, or even an author you'd like us to talk about in a future video, just drop it in the comments. We read every single one and love your suggestions. There's a kind of magic that only happens once. The first time you open a book and step into its world not knowing what's coming next. The first shock, the first tear, the first time a sentence makes you pause and whisper, wow. Some books leave such a deep imprint that even after finishing them, we long to relive that first time feeling. If I could wipe my memory and return to these stories fresh, I would, again and again. One of the first books that comes to mind is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. The moment Death introduced himself as the narrator, I knew I was reading something special. The way it unfolded, so quietly powerful, so painfully beautiful. It broke my heart and rebuilt it in the same chapter. I wish I could feel again the ache of Liesl stealing her first book, or the breathless way words became her refuge during war. Then there's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. No matter how many times I reread the series, nothing compares to the very first time I was whisked away to platform 9 3/4. The world was so full of wonder. Owls delivering mail, staircases that moved, and magic hiding in plain sight. That first time reading it felt like discovering a secret you didn't know the world was keeping. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern is another book that lingers in my memory like a dream. The circus appearing without warning. The black and white tents filled with impossible wonders. The rivalry between magicians that slowly turns into love. Reading it for the first time felt like being inside a spell. I remember reading slowly, deliberately, just to make it last. Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens gave me one of those soft heartbreaks I didn't see coming. Kia's loneliness, her quiet strength, her connection with the marsh. It all felt so tender and raw. And then that ending, that one final reveal that made me want to flip back to page 1 and start again. This time knowing what I didn't know before. And then there's The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. That book grabbed me and refused to let go. Evelyn's voice, her honesty, her pain and power. It was like sitting with someone famous who finally tells the truth after a lifetime of stories. I wish I could feel that again. The slow peeling back of secrets, the weight of her final confession. I also think of The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. That one crushed me in the most beautiful way. The love between Patroclus and Achilles was written with such softness, so intimate and quiet, that I forgot it was a retelling of a tragedy. When the inevitable happened, I just sat there hollow. If I could feel that heartbreak and awe again, I would. Anxious People by Frederick Backman gave me a different kind of first-time joy. The characters were messy and flawed, yet each one was so deeply human. I laughed, I cried, I forgave. It reminded me how storytelling can reveal that even in chaos, kindness can still bloom. I wish I could meet those characters again with fresh eyes. The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón is another unforgettable one. From the moment Daniel enters the cemetery of forgotten books, I was hooked. The mystery, the layers, the books within books, it felt like a love letter to readers. If I could read it again for the first time, I'd savor every twist and every echo of the past. Even A Man Called Ove made it to that list. It crept up on me slowly. At first, Ove seemed so grumpy, so shut off. But little by little, the cracks showed. The backstory unfolded. And by the end, I was crying on a bus, heart aching in the best way. That emotional transformation, experiencing it for the first time again, would be such a gift. And sometimes, it's not just the story but the time in life when you read it. Books like To Kill a Mockingbird or The Fault in Our Stars carried me through seasons of change. They didn't just tell a story, they told mine. That's what makes wanting to reread them for the first time even more powerful. It's not just nostalgia, it's the craving for that original emotional collision. Some books feel like best friends you met once and never forgot. And while rereading them will always bring comfort, nothing compares to that very first time when you didn't know what was coming, and it hit you in all the right places. That's the beauty of a truly unforgettable book. Thanks for watching today's episode on Simplified Reads. If you connected with any of these books or thought of your own first-time favorites, drop them in the comments. I'd love to see your list. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a fellow book lover. And tell me, what should we talk about next? Your ideas help shape this channel. Until next time, keep reading and keep feeling.